Hey guys, not in the mood to say much today, so that means, I'll probably only talk for about 20 minutes instead of 4 hours. But I'm out here again, and beautiful day, fantastic. You can hear some dogs going crazy in the background. A couple of things I wanted to say. One was, today I felt a little bit tired after work and I fell into that trap. Bloody, I hate this trap. I'm pretty sure everyone's going to know what I'm talking about. This trap of eating the wrong stuff. And it started out with, I have a little bit of this. But mind you, it's all good quality stuff. But however, I'll look someone else on the track for a change. That's bloody different. How are you guys? And you'll be able to check that out on Aussie Weight Loss channel. Anyway, I thought to myself, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, all good quality stuff. Let's see, stuff like bits of tuna, I suppose the worst thing there was in oil. So, but then I worked my way up to having little bits of, I've made some dinner for the kids because the wife was not feeling too good, so they had their little chips and chicken nugget chips and all this kind of stuff, which I had a bit of. Bloody hell, let me tell you, I've just come up this hill and I've noticed the difference from yesterday when I had a salad and then came out for a walk straight after. This is about an hour after eating all that heavy stuff. And, this is what happens to us, isn't it, guys? A little bit of backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards. And as long as we're understanding it, and as I was saying, one of my quick thoughts episodes, which are just a little, little talk just like now, but in the studio instead of out here in the bush. Anyway, as I was saying that, be lenient towards yourself. The other thing I wanted to talk about was gadgets. Like as I was going up that hill, I thought, how lucky are we with gadgets? For example, I can keep this phone in my pocket and through the headphones, control the volume, pause the track, take a call, the whole lot. I know that's not like massive technology break and it's been out for ages, but nevertheless, how much better is that than when I was a kid? Just grouse. Walk I went on yesterday was all up when I checked my app. It was just a little bit over 14 k's. Today it's going to be even more. So fantastic. I'm really wrapped with the progress as far as that goes. And the other one, which is interesting, is I forgot to mention a couple of days ago, after I've had this massive knee sort of problem where I killed myself in episode 10, we had a pipe burst in one of our jobs, and of course what do? Run out to the hot water unit to turn off isolate the water problem, and where the pipe had broken we'd cut out the floor so we could do some work. When I've run back in to check if everything's off and it's not flooded out, what happens? Bam, straight into the hole. The guy that was working with me, he's just like, are you alright? Are you alright? I've landed on the stuffed leg, of course. I don't know how, but it hurt a bit for, even on yesterday's walk, it hurt in episode 36, where you meet my schizophrenic voice. How funny is that? That's just my sense of humour, guys. How funny is that? But yeah, so, got to keep going, don't you? I really got to, pay attention, but it was just one of those situations where I ran in and I kept going, the bloody idiot, instead of stopping. I was up to my knees, and that's where the floor ended. So it was a bit of a fall, but thank Christ I come out of it good. Anyway, I'm going to go off for this. I don't know how many Ks it's going to be, but I imagine it'll probably be another 7 on top of what I've done. So, you know, big walk today. Big walk, especially after the fact that I've had that ugly food, and I think that's what I'm trying to do, counteract. Just get out there and push myself even further now so I can feel a little bit better and understand that I don't feel that great when I'm eating all that other stuff compared to my other salads and nice things like that. Alright, talk to you guys a little bit later on. No voice today, if everyone's noticed. I think he's pissed off. I think he's going to leave us alone from now on. He knows that we're going to lose weight and we're going to be confident about doing it, so he's gone. He's out of here, that negative guy. So am I. Hey, back again. You know what I noticed about this YouTube or vlogging and diet journals, etc. I noticed there's not that many blokes doing it. That I find anyway. And recently I've had a few people subscribe to the channel, and which is so good. And then you chat back to them and, you know, spur each other on. It's fantastic. And the other thing I noticed is that being that you're a bloke and there's a whole lot more girls doing this, I've noticed that when you do respond to a lot of the females, I reckon being that you're a bloke, you don't get, you know, as many responses and all this kind of stuff. I guess they just don't realise that you're married, and, you know, they don't want to be hassled by every bloke in the world, etc. Probably thinking that, you know, blokes have a hidden agenda, which we do, actually. We are bloody dogs, that's the truth. But nevertheless, not always the case. You just want to, like, you know, get your message out there and listen to other people's messages. And in the meantime, show them beautiful places like this. Oh my God, this is gorgeous. This is one of my favourite bits. There's another little bit that's coming up too, but I can't see now, so I'm just going to point the camera. But look at the ferns there. They're just, look at this one behind me. Look at that, look at this massive fern. They're everywhere in this section. Just beautiful. But I like that, just, you know, people getting in contact with each other. Get past the girl and the boy issue, please, if that's what's happening, and just, you know, respond like it's another person trying to lose weight, and you know, communicating with others around the world. That's all it is, just one big telephone. Except we're making videos out of it and editing and putting them on, etc. A little bit of music in the background. I love music. You know, I've played musical instruments my whole life, drums and guitars and basses. So that's why my whole videos are predominantly music in the background while I'm talking. So just makes it pleasurable for me when I'm listening back later on. Thank you for all the support too. You know, I've got a new channel, but people are starting to write in, and I'm starting to subscribe to others as well, because at first I was just busy doing them. But now, you know, I'm trying to dedicate some time to see what other people are doing as well. And guys, far out. Look how wide this tree is. this tree, oh, you can't really get that, can you? It's so wide. I mean, that makes my head look small, and that's saying something. Anyway, I was just bullshitting on as I always do. I can see a deer track behind me, a well-used deer track going up this gully. And oh yeah, you can see it. Yeah, that little bit up there. Oh shut, that doesn't work. Hang on. That just doesn't work. It's over up that away. And yeah. Anyway, I've said what I was going to say. I've even forgotten what I was going to say. I'm just bullshitting on again. I'll keep up with this walk. For someone who didn't want to say anything earlier on, typical of me. Typical of me, I still haven't shut up.